What's going on, guys? I'm Maze, here with a discussion video on the preview for the upcoming Pokemon Sun and Moon anime episode. Episode 89, Prism of Light and Darkness. Its name is Necrozma, airing specifically on September 6th. If you want to watch the preview first, I'll link it in the description below. Important news update before we jump right into this discussion though. This anime starting from October 7th, 2018 in Japan will no longer air on Thursdays, but rather Sundays at 6 PM JST. And after episode 90's episode, we will have a 24-day break, aka 3 weeks and a bit. This will even affect my weekly schedule at times, which I'll give an update on at a later time. So be sure to remember all of this new information for the future. But I'll still be repeating this in every Sun and Moon video until the time change happens anyway. With that news update and intro now finally said though, let's now finally start to jump right into this discussion. So firstly for this discussion, I'm going to focus on breaking down the preview. That way we know how the episode is meant to play out before I give my thoughts. However, we also have a teaser summary for this episode. So, let's start off by reading that, as it will help towards the breakdown. The summary states, quote, "Now that Lunala has recovered, Ash and the other Ultra Guardians join it and head to the other side of the Ultra Wormhole in order to save the absorbed Sigaleo. There, the gloomy and desolate world where many Poipole live spreads out before them. Just what has happened to these Poipole? Meanwhile, the special unit from Team Rocket are about to enter the Ultra Wormhole in pursuit of Lunala, but Professor Kukui and Faber challenge them to a battle in order to stop them." End quote. Looks like a pretty interesting and hype-inducing story. But with that now explained, let's now break down this preview. So the first scene we see within the preview is a Bravery attacking Team Rocket's camouflage battleship, which if you remember from episode 52, Professor Kukui is revealed to own a Bravery, so this of course must be his Pokemon, and as the summary stated, him and Faber are battling Team Rocket anyway, which is a very unexpected twist, but also very exciting for me, as you would never expect these two characters working together, or get a great focus like this, for an arc like this. But they're both lovable characters. Actually, Kukui only. Faber is, Faber. But going back to this battleship, I suppose before Ash and the other Ultra Guardians go in the Ultra Wormhole on Lunala's back, Aether Foundation's technology will be able to detect Team Rocket's ship behind the Ultra Guardians, which is where Kukui then jumps in to try and stop them from going inside the Ultra Wormhole. And then I suppose he manages to get in their actual ship at one point, and then he engages in a battle, with Faber helping out against this special Team Rocket grunt who has a Mega Aggron, this being the next scene in the preview. But oh my god, that is brilliant how some Team Rocket members have Mega Evolutions on them, as 1, Mega Evolution is awesome anyway, and 2, it makes this Team Rocket member more memorable than the countless other Team Rocket members we've seen over the years. He's bound to give such a great battle too, this being the most exciting element for this upcoming episode for me. The question of whether he wins or loses though, well, for me at this moment in time, it looks like he may lose, because of the episode 90 promo, which we got recently, and I made a community post about. But we'll talk more about that later. Anyway, it does not mention Team Rocket whatsoever in that promo, so it looks like their time to shine might end in this episode, which would also be disappointing, as I really thought Team Rocket would have such an epic focus. But hopefully I'm wrong, I've been managed to get them in Ultra Space and be involved in this whole Necrozma business. The next couple of scenes we get to see within this preview though, is Ash and his friends arriving in Poipole's world, meeting these multiple Poipoles and even Naginado, which is very exciting that this time has finally arrived in the anime, and we're bound to get more of Ash's Poipole's backstory. In fact, we get the scene of a Naginado showing Ash and the other Ultra Guardians a beautiful world with flowers for a few split frames, but then a meteor starts crashing down, which I believe the scene is Naginado telling the story of what happened to its world, and then proceeds to tell what Poipole's mission was, as it seems to have forgotten when arriving in Alola, even forgetting its family until episode 84, where it starts to remember brief flashbacks of its homeworld, and even painting weird images of Ultra Necrozma on walls. Now, I have two theories of what this whole Poipole and Naginado story could be. Theory 1 is that the meteor we see here crash landed on Naganado's home world, and inside the meteor was an enraged Necrozma, who then breaks free and proceeds to steal all the light from this world and even engage in a battle against Naganado. However, Necrozma wins and then flees to the other worlds, which Naganado then gives a mission to our Poipole to try and warn people about Necrozma and even attempt to reform Necrozma to Ultra Necrozma, as they need the good Necrozma back to restore light to their world. Naganado knowing it was just enraged for some strange reason. Why I think all of this is gonna happen is basically because 1. In Poipole's flashbacks, the world was pitch black, which suggests that Necrozma stole the light from the world, and it even looks dark in this preview. And finally 2. Towards the end of this preview, we get to see Ultra Necrozma floating in the flower field with Ash looking amazed, which as I stated earlier, we get to see for a few frames Naganado showing Ash of the Ultra Guardian's world before the meteor happened. So that must mean Necrozma in this episode restores light and life to Naganado's home world. As for Theory 2, basically it's the same as Theory 1, but the meteor didn't have Necrozma inside. The meteor serving another purpose, and Necrozma, or maybe some other Pokemon, then appear later to steal the light from this world. I'm mostly confident in Theory 1, but Theory 2 would also make sense. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of these theories though. I'd love to hear. I really do think I've cracked the case regarding this whole story. In fact, this even makes sense of why Poipole is attracted to light. Not only because his home world is dark, but also because it may have met Ultra Necrozma before, which of course radiates light and gives life, which other Poipole seem to love in the ending scene for this preview. Seeing as Poipole seems to be suffering amnesia too, maybe the light Poipole admires in Lunala is because it remembers Ultra Necrozma, and then during episode 74, it starts to remember Necrozma, hence this expression Poipole gives, and then of course episode 84 then happened. Yo, that just sounds so likely to me. Hopefully that's the case. Continuing on with this preview though, in the next scene we get to see Gladion, Silvally and Lunala battling against Duskmane Necrozma, which looks so epic. I have no idea why Gladion is the only one pitching in to help Lunala at this moment in time, but time shall soon tell. And as we already know thanks to the ending scene for this preview, it eventually transforms into Ultra Necrozma anyway, which it seems like that was needed due to my theory of restoring light to Naganado's world. Ash of the other Ultra Guardians soon realizing this once Naganado told them the story of what happened to their world. And that concludes the preview. As you can tell, it is definitely a story heavy episode, along with cool action, so you don't want to miss out on this whatsoever. I am extremely hype. This episode is bound to be the best episode in this arc too. However, to conclude this discussion, I want to quickly go over the recent promo we got for this Necrozma arc. As I said in my community post, it basically tells us everything we already knew, but it also confirms that there will be a final part for this arc, which will air on September 13th, and deal with Ash and the Z-move users using their Z-moves to stop Necrozma, as it seems like it will go out of control again after this episode airs, showcasing us Necrozma restoring light to Naganado's world, if my theory is to be right. The reason why Necrozma would go out of control again despite transforming into Ultra Necrozma though, I believe could be because of Team Rocket using some mind control technology if they don't stay behind in Alola and actually travel to Naganado's home world with Ash. If that's not the case though, and episode 89 is truly the last we get to see of Team Rocket, then I have no idea at this moment in time. But I'm sure it'll make a lot of sense. Who knows, my theories could be wrong anyway. But I'm holding strong on to them. How I feel about this arc ending on Z-moves though? I'm kinda disappointed, not gonna lie, as for Nelego's story ended on a Z-move too. And come on, this looks like a perfect excuse for 10 million Volt Thunderbolt to return, which indeed would just be a rehash of the Nelego's story finale. I mean, I guess it would be cool too, but I was hoping for something more special and unique for this arc. But oh well. I mean, it would be nice to see Lunala's special C-move and Segalio's go against her. Yo, that would actually be cool. Anyway, that's all I can really say for this discussion though. And I could end up loving the ending anyway. In fact, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this C-move finale and even this preview we discussed. I'd love to hear. But overall, that concludes it for this discussion now. So if you enjoyed, then be sure to consider leaving a like and a subscribe for future Pokemon content. It helps out a ton. You'll also become a member of the Entity Squad. And today's squad shoutout goes to N. Hey, that's sweet to hear. Thank you. And also, thank you for being a regular viewer. If you want a chance to get a shoutout at the end of my videos like this person, then be sure to use the hashtag Entity Squad. For now though, this is Entity Maze, signing out. Thank you for watching.